Okay, welcome to the last of our online tutorials for using OneNote. Today we're going to have a little look at how we can troubleshoot a lack of access to a computing facility and yet still manage to upload work. So obviously today we'll be using the test document that I've been using, but obviously the students will use the one that is applicable to their year group. So we'll just head back to it. Now, again, just a little reminder that staff post in the content library, they then distribute to the child themselves, and the child themselves needs really only to work in their own area. Now, if you have limited access, it might well be that you have a number of family members at home and you only have one computer or laptop that you have access to. It would be impossible to expect that everybody will be able to get the number of hours time on the machinery that they need to. So the way that work will be set up is that in these circumstances, children can do paper and pen methods of writing out their work should they need to, from a downloaded or a printed document from the OneNote itself. The problem is, however, that obviously the work cannot be marked by teachers because there's no way of getting it to school. So the solution to the problem is any written work that a child has done could be photographed using a mobile device, and then that mobile device you can email that photograph to your computer, and then your computer you can download it onto. Now, as an example, I have done a photograph of an essay that I've written. Sales essay by Mr. Leonard, huge amount of content there. Simple picture taken, downloaded that picture onto my computer. It is then fairly straightforward and simple to put that information into the OneNote. So I'm going to assume I'm this student, and I'm going to go to the science page that we've been editing in the last tutorial. I'm going to scroll down, and I'm going to find myself a little bit of space to insert the document. And as we did before with sitting in downloading and uploading the essays, we use the insert tool, but we're going to go to picture, and it will then ask me, do I want it from file, from camera, from online. Now if you're using a tablet, it is possible, if it has got a camera, that you could actually do the photograph of the child's work at this point. Obviously I've photographed mine, I've downloaded it, so I'm going to do from file. Again, as ever, I need to choose the file. I go to the desktop where it's saved, click on that piece of work, open, and then insert. And hey presto, my huge and lengthy essay about cells will appear in due course. There we go. So again, there's all kind of multimedia that can be used around and about this. If children take videos that they've done, they can insert video clips, maybe of an activity that they've done, or an experiment, say in science or what have you. It can be just inserted in exactly the same way. We can insert audio. There are other facilities which you probably won't use, but it's worth being aware of. There is a maths one where you can actually use a pen to actually write physically as if you're writing your maths. Bit awkward because you're using the mouse. And there's a number of other ways that you can do things. Inserting documents, it does not just have to be a Word document. The one thing that we can do within OneNote, if we click on the waffle, is we have available to us Excel, Word, PowerPoint, and the children are familiar with using Sway, which is a little bit like a PowerPoint document, and also Microsoft Forms to create quizzes. And any of those documents can be used. Now, the last thing I'll show you is if I wanted to insert a Word document. So let's just say I've created a Word document. I'll just do a blank. And it's very, very, very simple to do. And I create my document, call it hello. Click on document there, call it hello. And I can then do what's called sharing the document. And when the share button comes up, oops, doesn't seem to want to do it for me there. Try again in a second. Share. There we go. And it will then give me the option that I could email to a teacher, or I can copy the link. And then all I do once I've copied the link is I go back to test 1, 2, 3, or whichever OneNote it is, select a position where I want it to go, and again using the command Control V, not right click paste, it will then put a link to that document, and as a teacher, if I come along, I can then click on it and it will take me to the Word document. Hello, help if I could spell. Good luck. If you feel that there are any issues around and about technical troubles, do please try and get in touch with myself, Mr. Leonard. My email is rob.leonard@gosforthscent.newcastle.sch.uk. Do bear in mind that if a huge number of you do attempt to get in touch with me, it may take a while to return, but I will endeavour to help out as much as I can.